So today's lesson was on notation. So in math, notation is thought of just as symbols or shortcuts to writing out things, just like a periodic table in science class. The first symbol we looked at was for a point. And in geometry, remember, a point has no size, does not have a measurement. So the symbol for point A, instead of writing out the word point, we're just going to call that capital letter A. The next figure we looked at was a line segment. And we'll call this one CD. And instead of writing out the word segment, you'll oftentimes see two capital letters with a bar on top. And you can also switch those letters around for a line segment. We looked at a line also. We'll call this line XY. A line cannot be measured. It goes on forever and ever in both directions. And the symbol for a line is similar to a line segment with a bar on top and arrows. And you can also switch those around. Just make sure that your letters stay capitalized. The next figure we looked at was array. Array cannot be measured. An array has one starting point, and we'll call this one M, N. And so instead of writing out array M, N, remember we talked about mathematicians don't like to write things out. Notice what letter we start the symbol with and what letter the ray began with. We also looked at an angle. We looked at angle fun today in class, F-U-N. We'll call this one B-O-Y. So instead of writing out the word angle every time, you can use 3 capital letters with an angle sign out in front. You can reverse that around. Or call it by this letter that's in the middle of the angle. And in geometry, that has a special name. It's called the vertex. Notice they all have the vertex in the middle. Sometimes you will also see a number inside here, for example 1, so you could call that angle 1. And the last figure we looked at today was a triangle, which we will look at more on Tuesday. And so we'll call this one G-I-R. So instead of writing out the word triangle, when we're in a hurry, we like to use notation or symbols. So we'll say triangle, G-R-I. We could also reverse up those letters. We could call it triangle R-I-G or G-I-R, I-R-G, any order, as long as what kind of letters are used? Capitalized. So that was what we journaled about today, notation, which is symbols. So remember, your homework today is to write about yourself. Tell me your interests, hobbies, talents, and any anxieties you might have. And I will see you on Tuesday.